Welcome back to EU5. I'm just taking another easy kind of bonus stream day here while I'm getting over my little stomach bug that I had. Let me fix the camera a bit here. There we go. So, I figured we'd give the Byzantines a shot in EU5. Go ahead and make this an Iron Man mode campaign. I just like to get the achievements as they come if I can. So I've only been able to really fight off the Ottomans about half the time. So we'll see how this goes. Byzantium is a little difficult. They are more than a little difficult. They start with some pretty bad modifiers. You're already in debt. Uh, you have no legitimacy, no stability, and the Ottomans and the rest of the Turks are right on your doorstep. So I watched the Ludi video on this a couple times, and like I say, about half the time it works. So hopefully we'll get a good run in this time. So let's start up Jungle Jake's Byzantium Iron Man. There we go. And to be fully transparent, as I said, I am getting this strat from Ludi et Historia, so he's the one who taught me how to play. I'm not going to pretend that I figured out this all by myself. But the first thing you really want to do is take out another loan as the Byzantines. And then we want to immediately go to our cabinet here. We get a couple extra ones. You normally start with 2. The Byzantines get an extra one because they start the game already as an empire, and they have a special reform, which is the same as a privilege, but just for the crown estate. Not the theme system. Here it is. The Kratai Catholikoi. I don't know. I can't speak Greek, let alone ancient medieval Greek. But anyway, this privilege, this reform gives me 1 extra seat. So I've got a cabinet of 4, which is pretty freaking powerful. The first thing that he suggested, and I'll definitely can back this up. The first time I played the Greeks, I held on to Larissa here in northern Greece. I guess central Greece, the Greek heartland. You get really, really bad control here. Like, it's zeros across the board. So releasing them as a vassal is not a bad idea. So let's start with that first. Go to create subjects. Now, you can create the historic Duchy of Thessaly, but that will change this kingdom to Catholic. And since we're Orthodox, we don't want to do that. So you want to go down to custom subjects and create Thessaly here. I forget why, but the thinking is that vassals are slightly better than fiefdoms. So we'll make them a vassal, and we will scroll down and just get rid of a crappy advisor here. Then now we've got this little hanger-on and this little hanger-on, and we'll just give those to Epirus really quick. That way they're not our problem anymore. Now, we are still lacking a little bit of control here in Upper Macedon and Arcadia in Greece, but that's okay. I haven't had these people rebel or try to break free unless I'm really screwing up what I'm doing. So we'll hold on to them. And now let's fill up our cabinet. I was talking about them earlier and just kind of glossed them over. So we want to... Byzantium starts with really low legitimacy and negative stability, and both of these are huge, huge detriments. We got to fix them as soon as we can. The reason they're bad for any country that gets them this low, but they're particularly bad for the Byzantines because each one of our estates has this corruption privilege, and each one is a little bit different. But the main terrible crux of the issue is it really limits our ability to tax these guys. It gives them, particularly the Dynatoi, the nobles, just a ton of estate power. And so the crown power for Byzantium is really lacking at the beginning of the campaign. So it's crucial to get rid of these negative estate privileges. But you can't do that if your legitimacy is below 95, in addition to the other costs. So we really got to crank up the crown power. And to do that, we shoot stability and cost of court all the way up. We take our diplomats all the way down. And we take our fort, navy, and maintenance all the way down. And then we mint as much money as we can. And then I'm not very good at micromanaging the taxes, so I'll just put those on automate. And I'm not that good at trading, so we'll just put that on automate. And now we're making a little bit of money. And pretty soon we'll be able to repay that loan that we took. We took that loan so we could get these cabinet members because you don't have enough money from the start to fill out the cabinet. So the game normally just picks the best guy for each of these. Oh, we're not doing a thing. Dang it. Alright, strengthen government. And stabilize country. Those two are like the most important ones. Next, we want to... so here in Polygyros, we have a gold mine for the RGO. And because we're the Byzantines, we are going to rely on minting gold a lot. We are going to have crazy inflation, so we need crazy gold to keep up. So we're going to increase control here. That way the RGO is a little bit more efficient. And then finally we want to integrate the rest of Macedonia into our empire. And we'll just appoint this guy. Alright. Now, you get a little bit extra crown power by assigning your ruler to be the general of your army, but this guy dies within the first couple of months, like 80% of the time. Yeah, see, he's a sickly character, so we're probably going to get thrown into the secession crisis, and his extra crown power won't be that great. Oh, we got a pretty good admiral here, so we'll use this guy for now. I think that's it. I think that's about setting the Byzantines up, so we'll get going here. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to declare rivals. So the Ottomans are all going to declare on me. I can't declare on them. I don't really want to make the Mamluks a rival because they're very powerful and very close. So we'll do Yemen, Tunis, Morocco, and England. That way, far away people who hopefully won't be able to be too influential in our neighborhood here. Now we can go. And, oh, I forgot to do another thing. We want to do the export ban. Normally, that law, precious metal distribution, we'll go to it and look at a little bit more in depth. Where is that? Socioeconomic, probably. Yeah, precious metal distribution. So we're going for the export ban because our economy is terrible as Byzantium and we really are going to rely a lot on minting. But regulated export is probably better for most other countries in this game. It's just Byzantium, the Byzantine Empire, has a special exception in this case. And don't worry, we're going to get all sorts of really awesome special events that make this negative number even more negative. So that's always fun. To save a little bit of money, you can delete some superfluous forts. Like Philadelphia here, this is a useless little province. We won't connect it for 20 years. So we'll just get rid of that little fort. It raises a militia of like 100 dudes. It's really just not that great until we can connect it to the rest of the empire. Adrianopolis, we'll get rid of this one too. And that should save us a little bit more money in the short term. Oh, and I forgot to do diplomats. I am forgetting to do everything. Let's get friendly relations with Serbia, Bulgaria, our two most powerful immediate neighbors. And then I think I like to try and get Georgia on my side because they're a fairly powerful Orthodox kingdom. And we really won't, our spheres of influence won't overlap each other too bad until much, much later. And so I think they probably make a pretty good ally in the beginning. But Serbia is the one I really want to get an alliance with. They're actually quite powerful. Naples isn't a bad choice. Ah, hey Cheetah, how's it going? Uh, yeah, Naples isn't a bad choice either for alliances, but they control a chunk of territories here in Albania, and more importantly, they control the north part of the Peloponnese, which is riddle. Oh, really? Oh, that's too bad. We're gonna miss seeing you there, Cheetah. I'm still probably going to keep it around, but I'm just doing a bonus stream today. I'm still not up to 100%, and I figured a nice calm game of EU5 would hit the spot. Alright, so now here's one of those events. Like a month in, you get an event about the rise of the Turks. They've been, I mean, the basic history is the Turks have been just kicking the shit out of the Byzantines for the last couple of centuries, and you get a big stability hit because of it. I hope you guys like tragedy and hardship because the Byzantines get a lot of that. Yeah, I understand, Z. I'm hoping with the new character when they release her that it gets more people in that game. I'm really looking forward to trying her out. Yeah, I think she's going to be a really fun character. Right. Yeah. No, that would be cool. Let me move chat a little bit. There we go. Now, now everybody can read it a little easier. We'll go up to speed 3 for a little bit. We'll try and leave it on speed 3. I don't like to go too fast in this game because I find that I miss important pop-ups. And especially the early game as the Byzantines, you can't just glance through the early pop-ups. You gotta read them and fully understand what you're clicking on before you commit. Like really, the Byzantines are not meant to survive very long into this game. I mean, the Turks conquered them in like what 1453, I think, was when the Byzantines finally fully succumbed. So like that's barely a century you're supposed to last, and if you can get past that, it's really it's like it's like it's like saving a sinking ship. Like there's so much you got to do. Oh yeah, I would for sure be down for that, Z. That'd be really fun. All right, so the guy who ran the Gurmianids just died, which means all his subjects broke off, which means that actually is rather early. Yeah, we want that to happen later, otherwise the Ottomans might swoop up some of these subject nations. As the Byzantines, you want to have an incredibly quick, brutal war with the Ottomans as soon as you can. If you let them start to gobble up all these little subjects states, it can become overwhelming very quickly. All right. So this is a great reform. So the Kritai Catholiki, the one that gives you an extra cabinet seat, is really good, but it costs a lot. It gives the other estates a ton of power. And so you want this reformed version. So this is another instance where if you don't have enough money, like I do, you really want to take out another loan because you're just burning money as the Byzantines at the beginning here. But you want to do this reform. It's really pretty good. It gets you 20% of your crown power back. Oh, this is Europa Universalis 5Z. It's a paradox map painting game. It's set between the late Middle Ages and the early Industrial Revolution, so like 500 years of human history. Playing the Byzantine Empire, trying to save it from total collapse. And like you can be any nation on Earth, and because it goes through like the age of exploration and discovery, like over here somewhere are the Aztec and the Inca. You can be them. They've got China and Japan, India all over here, but you're kind of limited to what you can see based on historically how familiar your people were uh, at that time with the world at large. It's super cool. I love these paradox grand strategy games. They're so complicated. I'm afraid they're kind of a little bit boring to stream, but I love them. I love all the weird, wacky history that comes out of them. Alright, reduce the independence of the church. So we can either gain a bunch of money, but lose some religious influence, or we can make the clergy happy and gain religious influence. Keeping the estates happy is pretty critical as Byzantium, so you kind of want to make sure they stay on the happy side. If they get unhappy, bad things happen. In fact, the coup attempt and secession crisis have really been hamstringing me the last several runs that I've done this. If it happens this time, we're just going to have to push on through. All right, what is this? All right. Okay, so prestige is one you don't prestige is one that so far I've been willing to lose a little bit. I can't we, we can't just be unfortunately as the Byzantines we can't just pick all the good ones. We got to really pick and choose which bonuses we want and which bad things are just going to happen to us because it's a lot of bad stuff is going to happen to us at the beginning of the game here. Oh yeah, I watched the first couple of episodes of Man in High Castle. I wanted to get more into that, but yeah, I love alternate history stuff. Like the Wolfenstein games are so fun. And then I play pretty much all the big Paradox games. Right now my favorite is probably Victoria 3, though this one may soon eclipse it. I want to try that so bad. I've got so many songs from that game in my workout playlist. It looks so good, like it's Soviet BioShock. So let's see. In a couple of runs I have Tesla. In a couple of runs I have. The last couple I had really bad luck with with the secession crisis and coup attempts both firing off at the same time. So we'll see how it goes. I've only got like 2 more years, a little less than 2 years before my next parliament, and then I'll see how much of the Ottomans I can gobble up. But it's rough. It's rough. Starting as the Byzantines is so hard. They're so broken and crappy from the beginning of the game. As soon as I get this positive, I'm going to get another negative hit to stability. You start with like 10 legitimacy. It's brutal, dude. But if I can restore the glory of Rome, I will do so. All the way from Constantinopolis. But yeah, Tesla, since our last game. Okay, here is another terrible event that you just have to eat it, all right? So earthquake in Constantinople, like this is another historical thing that just happened to the Byzantines at the end. So we can choose to try and repair this, but this is 600 ducats, and there's no way. I've got 36, and I only make 5 a month. So we just have to eat this and get the hit to legitimacy and a loss to religious influence, which is bad. It also hurts the prosperity of the region. So we're going to briefly stop integrating Macedonia and switch to recovery effort with our cabinet, and we're going to dump that on Byzantium and hope that this helps repair from the earthquake a little bit faster. Oh yeah, yeah. I start with 11. You start the game of as Byzantium of taking out like 2 loans in the first 3 months. It's absolutely brutal. Although, do I have enough to pay off one of my other loans? No, not yet. And check this out. You just gotta slam minting all the way. This inflation number, you just ignore it. Ignore it like your life depends on it because it does. Once you fix the economy, you can start backing it off. But man, in my most successful run, I had my inflation over 50%. The one saving grace is this province here is a gold mine, which I might be able to expand. I'm going to expand it right now. It takes forever for these things to populate with employees. I don't know if this is. Ah, great. We got the secession crisis. Son of a bitch. All right, so we're at negative 15 stability, and we're going down to negative 35 stability. Oh, and that was a huge hit to my taxes because if you get below negative 25 stability, it impacts your estate satisfaction score and it brings down their satisfaction equilibrium, which means they pay less taxes. So we're going to cut the diplomatic corps even more. We gotta keep this number green. And then we just gotta keep pumping the legitimacy. The nice thing is once you get to 100 legitimacy, you stop paying for the court. And so we'll get a lot of money back as soon as we get this to 100%. All right, and we've repaired from the earthquake, so we'll just go back to integrating Macedonia. The nice thing is integration progress doesn't ever back off, it just gets paused. So if you get other little crises, you can just stop that one, or really any of them. But no way am I turning off stabilizing the country or uh, promoting government. Although I think Catholic, reforming the Kritai Catholicoi, whatever it is, that took up my stabilizing the government. So, or propping up the government. All right, what is this? All right, so we can piss off the church or the burghers. Our burghers, the Byzantine astoid, these are like your merchants and artisans and essentially free folk in the city. We have tons of them because we're pretty urbanized, but also they're really happy. So we're going to side with the church because they're less happy, because it's less of a hit to their happiness. Yeah, yeah, no, it's really nice. It's super annoying to get to like 80-90% of something you need to do in Vicky 3 and then just waste it because you have no other choice. I think so too. I think Castile also, I mean, Portugal does have pretty high power ceiling, but with Castile, he'll be able to conquer all of Iberia quite easily. My general plan is to unite Anatolia, unite Greece and the Balkans, and then take on the Mamluks and try and get Egypt back, which will be very difficult. Also, in our multiplayer game, we're going to have to find a way to get you out of northern Peloponnesia because I'm going to want that land back. that that may be. That would be the most Greek and Italian thing to do. Fight over Greece because it belongs to Rome. And which one of us is Rome? Well, both of us are Rome. Alright, what is this one? This is the one where the church does stuff. I just. I choose the nothing burger option for this one. I can't afford that stability hit. Okay, so this is your heir, and your heir, it's just Byzantine. Everything is so bad for the Byzantines. So your heir always starts with idiot trait, which means he's going to be terrible. So what I do is I unbalance his education. He's gonna suck anyway, but we might be able to get one of his stats to be okay-ish. So we're gonna pick administration, and when his dad dies, because he dies all the time, we're gonna uh, be led by the regent for a while, and she's not terrible, but hopefully the king, the emperor Andronikos III here lives for a long time, and this kid is able to get at least something somewhat competent by the time he's there. It's just one thing after another for the Byzantines. It's really, you're saving the Titanic with this one. And these are the icebergs. It looks like one. It's not. It's many, many icebergs. Did I? I did make him a general. Good. Alright. So, pardon me. Almost. 6 more months till we can form a parliament. And when we form a parliament, we'll declare war on the Ottomans. How many subjects do they have? They don't have any subjects, and they're at war with Ahis. They're trying to take Anatolia, or Ankara, central Anatolia here. Well, hopefully we can declare war on them while they're still at war. Ooh. Alright. We we so losing 15% satisfaction with them. Yeah, we got to. We got to lose that. As long you want, so you want these guys to stay over 25% satisfaction. If they dip lower than 25% satisfaction, you can no longer call that estate as levies. And so if it's your agroikai, agroikai, you'll get boned because they form the backbone of your militia. If these guys dip below 25, your entire levy system evaporates. It goes from like 10,000 to like 500. Same with the nobles. They also make up a sizable chunk of your levies. These guys, not so much, but you just don't want them to drop below 25%. Oh, the Ottomans want a truce. So we can either give them tribute and lose legitimacy, or we can say no and gain legitimacy. No, the Ottomans. F you. You are occupying Byzantine lands, and it shall not be tolerated. We are taking back the lands of our ancestors. We are going to restore the Eagle of Rome. Exactly. Exactly. This land, this is the seat of the Roman Empire. After we take out the pretenders in the east, we're going to take out the pretenders in the west. There is only one Rome. Look at it. Look at them. They're not even purple. How dare they? Soon. Soon. Ah, our cousin died. Ah, she fell down the stairs. Brutal. Want to slowly be gaining diplomatic power. Oh, so soon. I'm just impatient. I want to start the war with the Ottomans before they gobble up some subjects. Good, good. I kind of want them to still be at war when I attack them. That way they're not able to replenish their levies, which is kind of cheesy, but I don't think that I care. I would if I could, but I need to use Parliament to get that casus belli. And because my estates are all so angry with me, I can really only afford to do one crown action. Like, look at this. The crown power, only 23%. 44% in my nobles. It takes too long. I don't have the diplomatic power to sustain it because my economy is so bad. I got to put my diplomacy all the way down in order to stabilize and legitimize my country. Yeah, no. The Byzantines are a real bitch. They're a pain in the ass. You start the game with both hands tied behind your back. Oh, somebody died, and I don't have enough money to replace them. Do I want to take out a loan for another advisor? I don't think that I do. Hey, we had a daughter, Zoe Pelagilogos. Pelagilogos. Man, I can't speak Greek at all. Alright, we've got a parliament. So we'll choose one of these. Closer ties to the neighbors. Sure. And then I don't really care about closer ties to the neighbors. My king just died. Alright, and then was that a royal marriage proposition? Anyway, we'll do that here soon. We need to fabricate casus belli on the Ottomans, and we want their capital state. Alright, and now... Let's see, I might just have to take this stability hit for a lost parliament. But we got the casus belli, which is what we really needed. So we'll make this guy the new commander of the army. And we will declare war on the Ottomans. Oh, and they finished their other war. Dang it. Alright, they've only got like 7,000 troops, though. And we have allies, so we'll call them into the war. And then we'll raise all of our levies. Now, you can see we just took a massive hit, so we're going to bottom out fort maintenance. And this might seem really stupid, but we're also going to bottom out naval maintenance, because the truth is the Ottoman Navy is a joke, and we can just bully them with our 5 competent warships, and there's nothing they can do about it. And then we'll stop subsidizing food. It's such a bad time being the Byzantines, but this is what we gotta do. You gotta keep your money in the green. You gotta keep this in the green, and you gotta keep this in the green. Those 3 things are paramount. What do you mean, true Rome? Your kingdom of Normans. I know, I'm just messing with you, Tesla. I'm just playing. And then, for some reason, this is bugged. My subjects will raise armies, but they won't actually come and join the fight until I take Izmit here, Nicomedia. So you have to liberate Nicomedia first before your subjects will actually start sending their armies over. This guy who's getting raised in Philadelphia, he's just going to be trapped there. There's absolutely nothing I can do with him. In fact, I might even just cancel raising him anyway. He will do nothing. He will be trapped there. And I will have a notification of an ungeneraled army the whole game. So with Albania, it might be because they don't have boats. I used to liberate Arcadia and give them all of southern Greece here. And I've made Crete a subject before too. They don't have navies, and so they just never send troops. It's super annoying. Which is why I stopped making Arcadia independent too. But they've never rebelled on me, so fingers crossed. Thessaly, on the other hand, has rebelled quite often, so it's way simpler to just let them go at the beginning. Oh, and those guys aren't even going to get raised. They're going to get wiped out before they're even spawned. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm losing this parliament anyway. I'm just going to take the stability hit either way. Yeah, no, this game is crazy. Alright, so now my navy will transport those guys. So the best way I found to fight the Ottomans at first. So another one of the just awesome, just the best modifiers. The corruption of the nobles gives your army a minus 20% morale penalty. So when you're the Byzantines, your troops are just going to be worse for like the first, I don't know, 20, 30 years of the game. You just have a worse army. It's just how it is. Nothing you can do to get rid of that privilege. So what you gotta do is deathball your army. You put everybody in one army, and that is where they live until you outnumber the enemy troops at least 2 to 1. Only then can you start splitting up your army and taking the other little poopy provinces. Until that happens, you just got to rely on your allies and vassals to do it for you. And sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. It's just, it is what it is. So we'll get everybody in Constantinople here. And we're running out of money again. So again, we will strip funds from the diplomatic corps. Alright, as long as this number is green, we're fine. And we will stop subsidizing food completely. And I hate to do this. We're gonna back off on stability. I really don't want to go below 50 if I can help it. Or 0.50. Alright, there we go. We're back in the green. Alright, come on guys. March faster. Oh, we're on speed 1. Let's get back up to speed 3. Trebizond wants food access. That's good. So, normally, the Trapezunites, the Trapezons here, they'll go in and they'll fight the Death Stack and get wiped out, but it normally takes out 500 to 1,000 enemy troops. So that's not too bad. I kind of wish they'd just death ball with the rest of my army, but so rarely do they actually do anything that makes sense. Yeah, I do think this game's going to replace Vicky 3 as my favorite Paradox game. I'm really quite thoroughly impressed. It has been very difficult to learn. Not as bad, I don't think as bad as Vicky 3, but I mean, I'm gonna humble brag a little bit here. I feel like by playing the worst country in the game, I have forced myself to learn it the hard way. Alright, again, you just can't take this legitimacy hit. We're just gonna lose this debate in Parliament, and it's gonna hurt our stability, but -7's manageable. Alright, and see, here comes a massive 7,000 army for the Ottomans, right? Oh, wow, they stack wiped them. So we really... Why aren't these guys going? Come on, boat. There he goes. Oh, no, 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 no. We gotta take this fight. If we can destroy their army and leave them freaking stranded there. Go, 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 go. If their army gets trapped there, there's absolutely nothing they can do. Yes. No, 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 boats. What are you doing? Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Go back. Where are my ships? Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Destroy the main Ottoman. This could be huge. This could be so huge, you guys. Come on. Come on. If I can sink, their entire freaking army is on that boat. If I can wipe this out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright, I think the army's landing on this island. I will gladly give up this tiny little useless island if I can sink the entire Ottoman navy and just trap them for the war. I'll be able to march all over their lands. There's nothing they'll be able to do about it. How on earth could I possibly lose? Oh, okay, yeah, let's jack up the navy price. Yeah, of course I won. Excellent. I even gained a boat. All right. No more navy maintenance. And now they're just trapped. All right, we'll win the siege. There's all right. Oh, oh, that was so stupid, Ottomans. What are you doing? Yes. Oh, this is already the best run I've had all day. Heck yeah. All right, so as soon as we take Nicomedia here, we'll split up our army and just start ransacking all of the Ottoman lands. Yeah, that is 100% the plan, Tesla. I'm just going to get my... Actually, I'm going to blockade their ports rather than just patrol. Now your economy gets wrecked too, Ottomans. Alright, we'll speed it back up to 3. Alright, and we'll combine this into a big super army. Unfortunately, Izmit, Nicomedia, and Bursa are extremely well fortified, and this is going to take us forever to siege these down. But like I say, once Nicomedia is liberated, my subject armies here will start moving towards me, and they'll finally do something. And the best part about this, if the Ottomans don't control any of the Aegean coast, so they have to go through the Sea of Marmara, through the Bosphorus and Dardanelles to get there, where my fleet is just waiting for them. So even if they manage to recruit more transport levies, they're still not going to be able to rescue their guys. Oh, that was so huge. All right. Alright, so now while the war goes on, the economy is a little bit more difficult to balance. But we're getting there. We're over halfway to being a legitimate ruler in our country. We're going to need to figure out a way to pay off these loans fairly quick, though. And we got to turn this around so that we stop losing or generating more exhaustion. But we're doing okay, you guys. We are doing all right. So yeah, that's the thing, Tesla. They can't. If they raise levies, they'll be either in the Black Sea or the Sea of Marmara here. They have to go through both these straits to get their army back. And they can't because my navy controls it. They're just SOL. And I don't believe they can vassalize these guys while they're at war with me. So now we just have to wait for the siege, which will take forever. Ah, excellent. So we can go back to strengthening the government with one of our guys. Dang it, all of our advisors are dying. And I'm at war. I just can't take out a loan to bring more guys. Oh my gosh, did they start suffering attrition? They're not able to get food. They're going to start suffering attrition. They're just going to start starving to death. Oh, this is the best that's ever happened. Normally, I take Nicomedia, right? And there's a gigantic Ottoman death stack just waiting to pounce on me. And then I gotta wait like a half year for these guys to march all the way across Greece. Ugh. But this time the turntables, they are losing men. Yes! Here we go, you guys. Here we go. Alright, what are they trending towards? 39, 30. Yeah, so even though these are kind of negative for their equilibrium, it's not the end of the world. Like I say, as long as they're above 25%, your country can still function relatively normally. Oh, they're down to 6,500 troops. Where did I lose 2,000 men? Certainly not there. Oh, booger! Problem with this fort, too, is it coordinates off the rest of the Ottoman Empire, so I gotta take it first in order to have a land connection in there. Alright. I don't want to improve relations with either Venice or Genoa. They own Byzantine lands. Ah, more research. I like this one that reduces the cost of purchasing food. Because I don't really like lowering my food unless I have to. Alright, I can gain some legitimacy, some money, or lose legitimacy. The Astoid, see, and they're always pretty happy, so we're going to choose to make them a little bit unhappy. Yeah, research into Imperador is brutal. This one, research does go pretty quick. I feel like I at least make progress with it, you know? Now, I believe there's a way you can force the assault, I think, but I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, see, we're likely to fail an assault. Alright, see, and they want us to spend money. We don't have it, so we'll just take the hit to prestige. Prestige, I mean, it sucks to take a hit to prestige, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I know you can queue up research. There's one that shows up at the beginning of the Renaissance that I really want to get, so I only do them one at a time to make sure. It's the one that reduces the cost of revoking estate privileges. It's absolutely vital to clear out these fucking corruption charges. They're so freaking bad. Look at this one. So I'll get not only 25% more tax from the peasants, I'll get 25% more manpower back from them too. So these are absolutely what I need to focus on clearing first. And I need that one that makes it slightly cheaper to do so. Dang it, why am I losing money again? Like I say, you really don't want to lower your stability because you need to get this up as quickly as you can. But if you have to prioritize one over the other, prioritize legitimacy, because once this hits 100%, the cost of court is it loses like 75% of its cost. It goes down to like 2 gold and you get all that money back. Um, and then you just leave it pumped, and every time you lose a little legitimacy, you just pour money into it until it comes back, and problem solved. Okay, well, at least we're both attritioning here. Yeah, I know I have low naval maintenance. I cannot afford any more. Dang it. Alright, I really don't want to go below 0.50 stability, but I gotta pay for this stuff. My loans are due in less than a year. And like I say, with their army here completely trapped, I'm not really worried about losing these guys in the siege every now and then. But these are some bad rolls. I've never lost this many guys taking this city before. Yeah, no, that's happened to me before. You just get it up to 21, 28, and then it just sits there for roll after roll after roll. It's worse than the law system in Vicky 3, honestly. Alright, so now we just gotta get our stability up to like 30 or whatever and get rid of this damn secession crisis. Catholic influence in our cabinet. Oh, because that guy was Catholic. Oh, now I'm firing everybody. I need those advisors. Ugh. They are too expensive. Oh, once this war is over, we should have a good chunk of territory. Hopefully another vassal. We'll see how it goes, but we're getting quite a bit of war exhaustion, which is going to negatively affect how much we can take. As long as we can cut off the Ottomans from the sea. Oh, geez. Well, thanks, Tesla. Oh, wow, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. Oh, wow, I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Dope, dude. You didn't have to do that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Alright. Yeah, we'll just piss off the church. We have to. We can't lose the legitimacy. Not when we're this close, you guys. You are indeed. Am I not a loving God? What's the Dagoth Wave song? I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a what an innocent, what is it? What a delightfully intoxicating innocence or something. Yeah, what a delightfully intoxicating innocence. Oh, oh. What a grand and intoxicating innocence. That's it. I freaking love that. Oh, it's so good. It's in my real music video playlist. Like, I unironically love that song. It's so good. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. Come to me, sweet Nerevar. Oh, the only people who have above 50% satisfaction equilibrium are the burgers, or the Astoi. Oh, if I could just conquer this stupid freaking city. I've only got 2 more forts to siege down. We can execute troublemakers. Now we'll just take the prestige hit. Prestiges. I mean, I'm not going to say prestige is useless, but prestige is functionally useless for the Byzantines at the start of this game. We have other more pressing issues to worry about at the moment. If the rest of the world doesn't think we're that prestigious, well, that's their problem. Ah, I need to take this so I can get rid of this white piece in it. As soon as I start sieging Bursa, it'll go away. It just takes so long to take Nicomedia, or Izmit. Don't worry, we'll give it back its good name. Well, not good, but it's proper Greek name. Yes, look at how far they've attritioned trapped on this little island. Oh, those freaking idiots! I'm so glad the AI is able to make blunders like this. Come on! So all they took was this little place here where I'll need to undo my blockade, and I don't want to do that. I want to put a stranglehold on the Ottoman economy because I'll need to use my fleet to retake this, and I can't start marching into the Ottoman lands because this fort prevents that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to split my armies up after this siege, go after that fort, and send one guy around just mopping everything up. I mean, I'm gaining war exhaustion, but it's 0.03 a month. That's nothing. I can deal with that. Oh, and I'm about to make bank as soon as this reaches 100. In fact, I think it's already started. Look at that. 10 gold. That means we can crank stability all the way back up. And food. Now my people will stop starving. No. Okay. Son of a bitch. Alright. So here's one of the worst. The common folk have a problem with the aristocracy. Whatever you do, don't piss off the common folk. Again, if this satisfaction equilibrium right here, if their current satisfaction goes below 25%, you can't raise them as levies anymore. And they make up the vast majority of their army. So you just, you gotta piss off the nobles here. And I have found no other way around it. Their satisfaction's gonna tank out. It's gonna hurt. Your ability to raise levies is really going to diminish without the nobility, but it'll be even worse if you get rid of the support from the agrokoi. You absolutely need the peasants on your side, and the nobilities, they'll trend up slowly over time. You just gotta eat this crappy event. And I think they keep on coming for as long as the secession crisis is going. And now that they're below 25%, the disgruntled nobles are going to make the crown pretenders and their own insurgency far more threatening, which is a pain in the butt, but we gotta deal with it. All right, this guy will get us some more stability, so we're just gonna do it. Oh, but we finally have some money again, so let's put people back in our cabinet. Oh, not quite enough yet. We're getting there, though, guys. We are getting there. If only this danged siege would end. Go a bit faster if you guys would come in and join the army. Yeah, we would still fail the assault, so I don't want to do that. Besides, we still have like 2 years left before the white peace hits. And as long as we're attacking Bursa, sieging it down, then we'll be making progress towards our war goal, and this will go away. Dope. Yeah, awesome. Heck yeah, I like the new emote. And sometimes, I'm not sure, sometimes I have my music density set to 100%. No, I don't. There we go. I thought I had my music density set to 100%. Hopefully the song should start up again here soon then. All right, so how much longer do we have? Only 3 months. Yes, and we're at the beginning of the Renaissance. I want to take the admin focus, and then this is the one that we need right off the bat. As soon as you can, scholarly treaties. It gets rid of that minuses, or it reduces the revoke privilege cost by 5%, which, I mean, it could be better, but let's be real. Anything is better than nothing when it comes to these terrible, horrible privileges. We gotta get rid of them. Oh, come on. A watched pot never boils. Hey, we gained some cores though, so that's good. I think those are over here in Macedonia. And we got another family member. Okay. Let's see, how is our idiot son doing? Still not that great. I did. I thought I switched his educate. Oh, we can't because they're in Trebizond now. Dang it. All right, legitimacy is good, so we'll take the stability, and that made everybody a little bit happier. So that's good. I kind of wish it told you. Oh, it does tell you. This siege has been going on for almost 1,000 days, you guys. Come on. Ah, more defenders desert. They're getting down there. All right. Now we will repay the loan. How many loans do we have left? Just the one. Excellent. Hopefully, I think we'll be able to repay it in time. I would hate to take out a loan to repay a loan. Okay, so he's done. Let's start integrating Arcadia now. All right. All right, we're rebuilding their satisfaction. Great, they're back up to over 25%, which means our levies numbers should be reasonable again. Excellent. Oh, the peasants are revolting. Dang it. All right, I really gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back, you guys. Ah, thanks for your patience there, guys. We'll just jump right back on into it. Ah, my relations with Serbia. I forgot I was improving these. Let's see. Can I invite them to an alliance? I'd really rather get them in an alliance over a defensive league. And we're pretty close. I think we're pretty close. We could do a defensive league, but again, I prefer the alliance. What is... Oh, they're actually pretty low. We'll form a defensive league with them anyway. We can bring them into the alliance later, I think. This will at least get some pretty good opinions of each other. We might start actually investing money into the diplomatic corps again. Just a little bit, just to get the numbers ticking up. Now we'll repay the loan, and I think we're debt-free. Heck yeah, you guys. Heck yeah. We are pulling this airplane out of the nosedive. Yeah, I think The Karasids will be my next diplomatic or parliament target. So let's see if we can. Who owns roads? The Knights Hospitaller. Oh, dang it. Every time you start to rebuild your noble estate, the peasants demand blood. And again, absolutely always side with the peasants on this one. You need them because they form the backbone of your army. Losing 50% of their estate satisfaction at this stage of the game is absolutely brutal. So you're probably gonna have to fight a civil war against your nobles. It is exactly like that. And you can think of the nobles as that unfortunate Russian pilot Pierce Brosnan just shoves out the plane. Sometimes you gotta do it. I'm not inventing I am the trade capital of the world. No way am I inventing communism. I'm just getting rid of some nobles who aren't joining the pro. I'm just getting rid of some nobles who aren't happy with my rule. They think they should be in charge, but they're no match for Irina Palilalagolos. No, no, keep the peasants happy so that they can die for your noble family, not somebody else's noble family. Oh, this stupid siege. How long is it going to go on for? All right. Now I am going. All right, some more legitimacy. We're just going to naval invade, take back our land, and yeah, you're right, Tesla. I probably should have done this a little earlier. I should have done this probably right when I realized that these guys were trapped and weren't going to be an issue. But alas, finally. Okay, now the rest of you guys go take Bursa. And you know what? I don't need the boats anymore. The boats shall continue to blockade. I'm going to split this guy in half again, and you take that fortress. And boom! No more white peace imminent. I hope you liked the first 3 years of war, because guess what you get for the next 3 years? That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to start by liberating my own thing, and then one of these armies is just going to scoop up all the unprotected regional capitals, while uh, the others siege down these forts. Oh, and now that I took Nicomedia, like I say, these guys finally joined the fight. Just a bunch of institutions. I probably should have read all those, but I mean, it's like banking and professional armies are available now. It's fairly early game stuff. Why is the music just gone? Is it just quiet? Yeah, I noticed that it ends up putting a lot of admirals in my armies and a lot of generals in my navies when I leave it on automatic. Yeah, I suppose he was. Alright, get a better artist. Ooh, I have probably, I should put people in my cabinet, but I might also be able to expand my gold mine. I'm going to expand my gold mine. I know it's not completely populated with workers yet, but I just want to go. Oh, and I finally have positive stability. Okay, good. This should make everybody quite a bit happier pretty soon. Okay, we'll take this one. Why am I going around? Oh, because of the mountains. And then, depending on how attrition these guys get, I will probably take one of my larger armies and just smash them. Start liberating the rest of my lands. Uh, oh, that is a capital. Alright, we will lose some money here just to keep the crown pretenders from popping off. Oh, and I think we're probably about to get noble insurgents. 4,000 of them. I don't have much rebel support, so that's good. Oh, nice. Oh, that's good. I'm glad the lessons are going well for you, dude. We'll lose some money, or I... Oh, okay. Let's see. I'll have to take out a loan to do this, but we're making some good money. We'll do it. We don't want to lose Greek cultural influence. We're the only Greek place left. Okay. Is 2,000 going to be enough to wipe him out? Like I say, the Ottomans are actually militarily a lot better than us because of these stupid negative modifiers. So I'm going to send this guy. The siege of Bursa was successful. Yes. All right. I'm going to send my main army to naval invade my island. I wish there was an easier way to change what thing they're doing. But the Navy should come pick those guys up any second here now and start delivering them. Yeah, there they go. I think 3,000 will be enough to destroy them. I mean, we'll let Argos insult us. We'll destroy them if they actually attack us. Let me get rid of this guy. How do I... There we go. Alright. So we'll conquer back my island and obliterate these guys. Alright, and now we'll get Pegai back. And we'll have these guys join the siege in Ankara. Ah, I'm getting them. Thanks, mods. Yeah, those islands, I just need to take the capital. They all got back. Yes, so that'll be cheaper. And then I don't really know which one I like after this. I guess I'll make institutions go faster. So, and then we'll have this guy join the ongoing siege. Honestly, I'm not sure why the music isn't working. Let me try one other thing. There we go. I'm cheesing it a little bit, but I think that'll work. Now we just have to wait for another siege to finish. Hooray! I wonder, does it tell you how long the war's been going on? I think it'd be nice if it gave us a start date or something. I'm just kind of curious. I think it's almost time for another parliament. Almost. Oh, but I've got no levies for the next one. Okay. Come on. Yes! Alright, so as soon as these lands get fully conquered, and we get up to 100% war score against the Ottomans, we'll be able to do pretty much whatever we want. This one I think is almost always worth it. If you can expand the Theodosian walls around Constantinople, I think it's best. Even if you got to take out a loan to do this, I really think these are well worth it. Alright, and that's it. That's the war won. So let's slow it way down. Start clicking on things. So the most important thing is to make sure the Ottomans do not have access to the sea. Not going to be able to get all of Sultananu, but we will be able to get most of what we wanted. Are we sure we can't pick up that one too? Sometimes you can kind of mess with these around a little bit. Yeah, I think this is a better deal. So I can't just take all their land. I am limited. If I grab too much, it just won't let me do it. But I will remove their access to the sea, and they're going to be just so devastatingly crippled now. Alright, we'll march everybody home and try and fix our pending civil wars. Ugh. Alright, we don't actually need a guy strengthening the government anymore. Let's try and fix some of our destroyed areas. And there's the big civil war that I didn't want to happen. Alright, let's grab these guys. We'll grab this land real quick and heal up, and then start taking out our treacherous nobles. Try and destroy their navy as soon as it pops out. Alright, fresh civil war. Again, we'll just stack everybody up and do a death ball here. Alright, sorry diplomats. But wars are expensive. Ah, man. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna get to them in Philadelphia. I think that's their entire army, that 200 guys. Oh, they are so screwed. Now I gotta go siege down my own fort. Alright, what do we want to do? Let's do this. And then we might be able to get a casus belli on the Karasids here. Yeah. We're just gonna start mopping up everything. Much stronger. They are no match. Well, let's find out who they're actually allied with really quick. Candarids, who are no match. Oh, the Candarids left. All right. I can't declare war until after I finished my civil war. I mean, that makes sense. That would be a little bit broken if I just kept going. But we do have the casus belli on them for like 5 years, so this should be done before then. What would this do? Hurts banking, but that's okay. Reduce the levies for the nobility, okay. They're traitors anyway. Great. So now the nobles are happy. Pretty much everybody's happy except the church, but what are they going to do about it? I think we can afford to lose a little bit of support. I want to see if I can get my stability really quite high before the Mamluks have made me a rival. That's not good. They're going to start messing with the way we do things. Yeah, let's strengthen our cultural traditions here. Did I capture any ships? No, bummer. Alright, and then because I don't really know what to expect down in Arcadia, possibly 130 troops, we'll get all these guys together and really just smash into them. Alright, let's see if we can... We can't start reducing our inflation yet. Dang it. Alright, now we'll split again. There we go. So now we can finally disband all of our levies. Only for us to... But I have disbanded all my levies. We cannot start a war when we have levies raised. I don't have any levies raised. Ah, naval levies. Disband all naval levies. Yeah, disband them. Declare war. Alright, this will get us at war with all these guys. Increase our stability. And now we are at war with the rest of the Turks. Let's raise all of our levies again. I don't think we're at war with the Ottomans, so just those guys. Alright, and once again, because our troops are so much weaker because of these stupid debuffs, we're just gonna collect everybody into one gigantic death ball and try and take apart the Turks piecemeal before we split up and conquer the other little parts of their country all over the place. Now, these ones have a significant coastline, so we're going to want to hunt for enemy navies all along the shore. Come on. Oh, there we go. Alright, and they're sieging down the Dardanelles, so I think that's going to be our first target here. Especially if our vassals attach themselves to my army. Nope. I don't think I can defeat them if they're that big. Let's give it a shot. I've got a green prediction bubble. This could be it. This could be the singular great battle of this war. Oh, those are good numbers. Those are good numbers. Ugh. This land is Roman. Wait, surely I'm not at war with the Ottomans again, am I? I am at war with the Ottomans again. I'll just take all the rest of their land. This is so stupid. What is this game doing? Alright. Give them no rest or pity. We'll split off the 3,000 size chunk here. The big chunk is going to continue to follow them unto the ends of the earth. I like this guy. He's got a bear. Exactly. How dare you steal what I have rightfully conquered? Alright, so Peggy is back. Where is the region capital here? Oh, they're kicking my butt here, but I think my army's just too big for them to contend with. Oh, I'm getting so close. We lost! Gee, how the hell did we lose? Alright, let's take on this smaller army if we can. We'll be back. Let's see, they've got 5,000 troops to my 9,000. We should be alright. There we go. Another big blow. Alright, I'm going to try and wipe out most of their land armies first, and then I'm going to try and run roughshod all over their territory. Boom. Yeah. Awesome. Let's see how much they've got now. 4,000 to my 9,000. Alright. We'll split this guy temporarily and have this guy go up there. This guy will conquer this way. I don't understand how the Ottomans were able to join this war. We were at truce with them. Alright, well, I guess it's about time to rival Egypt. There is a large Ottoman force. Turkic force. I don't think they're Ottoman anymore. Dang it, why are you guys here? There's enemy ships all over. Better RGO size. Ah, how did we lose? Alright. Where are you headed? To Nicomedia. Alright, we're gonna form these guys up into a death ball and wipe out this big stack. Ah, stop fleeing. Take back the old Ottoman capital, which will occupy them for some time. Merge these guys back together. We'll head to Nicomedia. We'll head all the way to Nicaea. Alright, and then we'll wait for our morale to recharge here. And now we attack. There we go. I think that was a stack wipe too. Excellent. Alright. Split these guys off again. Find the larger army. Send them to deal with that. And now we'll just start working our way through Anatolia like eating corn on the cob. Although this is before the Columbian Exchange, I don't think my guys would know what that's like yet. Ah, it's such a good soundtrack. I just wish it worked in the freaking game. For some reason, I've got this bug where the music just stops. So I have cheesed it to get it back. But yeah, no, this game is so good. I mean, I know it's got problems now, but it is going to be a masterpiece when it is finished. A veritable magnum opus. Oh no, are you about to get trapped in the mountains of Albania without any supply? Oh no! I'm just gonna move my boats here. Ah! Rubber random all over the place. Yeah, we'll improve our navy. I mean, I would be down. I've been having a ton of fun with this game. And frankly, now that I understand what I'm supposed to be doing, I like it even more than I did. Oh, my troops are so bad. How are they losing? We outnumber them like 2-1. Absolutely insane. Let's get back to there and continue to tail them. Excellent. I can get rid of the first corruption thing without too much problem. It makes them all mad, but they didn't drop below 25, so that's good. Then I will even allow tribal levies. I don't care that the tribesmen get a little bit more power. So we should win that. We've got a green battle prediction. There we go. Alright. They're probably not going to be a threat any longer. Oh, soon, man. Soon. There we go. Stacked wiped them, so we'll reconquer the rest of Macedonia. And then I'll send yet another army into Anatolia. Actually, I'll probably use this guy to mop up this little island here. Alright. Get back that little chunk of Epirus for them. Ah, this war is going very good. Very, very good indeed. If only this dang siege would stop. Alright. No, these guys were going to go there. Yeah, sure, that works. My navy's there anyway. I don't care if they walk. They'll get there eventually. They have 0 troops, so I think I'm going to split this army up too. Wow, they didn't even have a general. Hoping this siege ends here pretty soon. Some of these big forts in the east are insane. Yes, excellent. All right. Not sure why that one's not ticking over, but that's all right. Now we just mop this stuff up. Right. No food. I'm making bank right now. Might actually be able to address my terrible inflation rate for too long here. I'll take back Philadelphia. And then these guys will land somewhere on the coast, I guess. Oh, no, you don't. Your navy doesn't get to escape that easily. Apparently their navy does get to escape that easily. Alright, but I'm not going to leave anything unconquered. I'm going to take as much of this junk as I can. Oh, I know. I just want 100% occupation as well. And here we go. Did I capture any other boats? I didn't. But they are now all at the bottom of the sea, so once Hanaz gets completely captured, any second now. Excellent. Alright. 100% war score. They don't own any of my stuff, so let's see what we can get. Alright. Not a lot of them. Dang it, I want a way to get Philadelphia connected. Okay, I can do that. Not that one. Not that one. Okay, so I need that. Alright, that's as much as I can do, but at least I get Philadelphia connected to the Empire. Wait, are these guys my subject now? Oh my god, they are! Heck yes. Alright, well if they're my subject... I need to improve their loyalty, and then I can force my religion on them. Let's do that. Heck yeah. Boom. That's a thick Byzantium, you guys. Heck yeah. All right. Next, let's probably do... Master Masons next. Then we need another rival. Let's do France. Okay. So now... Oh, that was brutal. We want to recover where our mines are. And probably Lower Macedonia. We'll repair our heartland and then work on other parts. We can probably change stabilizing the country now that we are stable to, again, just fixing as much of this as we can. To repair from this war as soon as we can. She's doing pretty good for a regent. Pretty good. Alright, and now let's disband all of our levies. Excellent. Excellent, you guys. We are doing really good. Yeah. Listen, I think, given what I have to deal with as this country, I'm doing pretty alright. We're just about to get rid of the corruption for the burghers. We just need a little bit more stability. As we take a hit to stability. Dang it. Alright, let's see. Where do we have bad control? Kind of here. We might want to create another... Not going to lose the stability. I think we want to create a vassal out here, who we will probably give the rest of the Ottoman stuff to. Create subject, custom subject. Give this guy, and then I like to choose a poopy advisor because, you know, it's all AI, they'll be okay. So this guy is ranked our worst advisor. Okay, so we gave him Sultimnaju, whatever that's called. I think we want to give him these two little... no, that'll probably be okay. Alright, and then that was mostly Greek. We'll slowly assimilate them into our culture and religion here soon. Says Bazan. Let's see. They're Greek and Orthodox, so they should Sultano Nu will come into the fold fairly easily. Alright. We are going to force our slaves to convert to Orthodox Christianity. Then we're going to continue with the recovery effort. Okay, getting a bunch of stuff. Yeah, turn away plague refugees. We don't want any plague. Actually, that reminds me, I'm going to move my court into hiding. Can I expel the sick? I can. And then we want to scapegoat. Yeah, no. The Turks get to be Romans too. Just not how they thought they would. Exactly, Tesla. Exactly. And you can see now Izmit's been renamed back to Nicomedia. And Bursa has been renamed to Prousa. I don't know how you say it for reals. But we are doing okay, you guys. This has ended up being a fairly successful run so far. Knock on wood. Let's see. Could raise 9,000 levies. When is our next parliament? A couple months. Let's see, I think I've got a truce with the Einits. I don't know if I've got a truce with Yeah, I've got truces with pretty much everybody. I suppose our next parliament, maybe we'll go to war for roads? Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Just start piecing together the Byzantine Empire. Oh, that reminds me. Can Serbia become my ally yet? Not yet. But we can form a defensive league. Let's do that. Can't do either with them. Maybe we'll form a defensive league with Bulgaria then. Apparently not. Let's see. take the stability hit. We don't want the plague spreading. Oh yeah, it's right through. Yeah, it's completely centered in our empire right now. Just a big blob of it in Eastern Europe. Yeah, let's check Hungary. Yeah, they might be part of Hungary. Oh, the plague is brutal, you guys. Oh, alright. The truth is, guys, I'm still not feeling 100% back to normal, but I think we're actually in a pretty good place to call it for tonight, so I'm going to pause it here, and I'll see you again next time.